Pepper says, are you ready to declutter another section in this hoarded basement? I know I am. It is that time of the week again. It is time to declutter another section in this hoarded basement. And this summer, we have been making amazing progress, opening up this back section of the basement, working our way towards the center. And we're going to continue doing our baby step decluttering in this center section right here, working our way towards the front. So when I get started, to avoid getting really overwhelmed by the amount of stuff there is, I'll scan the area and look for the easiest thing that I can declutter. That way I can get that decluttering momentum going. And right now, that is the empty box. I have detached my emotions from empty boxes, where now this is our easy first tossy. Same with regular packing paper. I can easily let that go now. And also other scrap pieces of paper that I feel good letting go of. This is what's getting our tossy momentum going. Now, I'm actually finding a lot of Christmas stuff in this bin, and I think what I'm going to do in the beginning of November is have another big KonMari series on Christmas decorations so I can go through them again, and it'll be really awesome because the center of the basement will be nice and open for me to go through and sort everything. And all of this stuff down here, it's directly related to my ADHD. I'm throwing away all of this paper, except for this notepad. I always write down notes. But everything else that I'm showing you is all a tossy. And it's directly related to my ADHD because what probably happened is that someone was stopping over. I didn't have time to sort and actually properly put things away. I threw it in the bin, tossed it in the basement to totally forget that it even existed. So now, we're taking care of it. And again, everything in this purple tub, I feel good letting go of. It's because we're decluttering each and every week. So I'm reprogramming my nervous system to now know that it's safe. I'm still safe if I let these things go. And because I'm consistently telling myself that, the emotional attachment to these things just seem to disappear, and I can actually freely let it go.
Okay, so I just wanted to pause the video for a moment to let everyone know that I'm going to be a part of Get Organized HQ. I'm super excited about this. This is a free online event to give you tips and tricks and motivation to organize, clean, declutter, cook, money-saving tips in your homes. Super excited to be a part of this. Now, this is a free online event. There is a limited time that you can claim your free ticket, so please click on the link in the description box below so that you can get your free ticket. And I'm super excited to be a part of this because I'm going to be alongside like Cass from Clutterbug and Dawn the Minimal Mom and Steph from Secret Slob. So to kind of like come full circle when I was just buried in my stuff to now being able to speak upon like decluttering and organizing, it's just so like surreal to be here. And it just shows that it doesn't matter where you are in your journey, reach and accomplish those goals. And a lot of the ways that I was able to reach and accomplish those goals was by being motivated and inspired by many others. So I just wanted to share that with all of you. So now let's get back to decluttering.
All right, so let's move this purple tin out of the way and keep digging ourselves out. Now, looks like behind here is a lot of easy tossies and trash. So I'm really excited, but I know that this is probably the last of those boxes and bags and trash that I used to keep because I used to keep everything. It didn't matter if it was trash. It didn't matter what it was. It was an item and it just made me feel safe and secure. And working through a lot of those past traumas and working through a lot of those emotions and just addressing them over time, I can now finally recognize that it is trash. So it is easier for me to let it go now. So if you do struggle with hoarding disorder, I know how it feels. I know how it feels when you feel like you have such a deep-rooted attachment to everything. Even if internally you already know that it's trash, there's something about this desperate need to keep it so you can survive basically and avoid that panic attack or that deep depression. And I also want to let you know that you're not alone in those emotions. There are millions of us struggling with this, and that's why I'm bringing this to light, because I know we've hid it from the world and we feel alone in this, and you're not. Step by step, day by day, tossy by tossy, we will get there, and you will feel the same way that I do now. It's almost a strange feeling to be able to let go of everything I'm showing you. It's almost odd to be like, I'm not attached to this. There's no feeling, there's no emotion. I can freely let this go. It's strange, but this brand new feeling of being able to let go of something and logically make the decision to let it go without any type of emotion, it really feels amazing. A perfect example is this right here. This is an old formula can from Tyler, and I used to save these because I would DIY them into something cool, like some kind of like organizer, and I would like Mod Podge some pretty scrapbooking paper on it and make it into something more. Now, I know now that this is disgusting in here, and that this is trash, and I have no sentimental attachment to it. Even the fact that it is the last can of formula in my house and that pulls emotional strings still, I can let this go because I know where my other special baby items are. Moving on to this box right here, this lid, we can toss this out because I know I got rid of the bottom part because I couldn't find this lid. And in here, there's just an old star candle holder. I used to like put the candle on the top, but we're gonna put that in the yard sale. But this right here, this is really sentimental. I think I made this in 6th or 7th grade. And this one I have a lot of attachment to, so we're going to keep that. And by looking at a couple of things, I can tell this is going to be a sentimental box because there's a lot of stuff from like middle school and high school in here. So what I'm going to be doing is doing a reverse KonMari method. What I'm doing is I'm showing you things that does not spark joy. This prevents me from getting stuck and overwhelmed when I look at everything and be like, well, everything sparks joy. Well, there's some things that do not. So let's pick out the items that are not sparking joy in this bin. Things that are too old to use, things that are trash, things that I no longer want to hold on to because I feel strong enough to let it go. And the items that I do want to keep, well, I have a pretty organizational tote where I can put a lot of these sentimental items in because I do have like my high school diploma in here, class pictures, a lot of really amazing things in here that I do want to keep. And by allowing myself to keep the items that I am deeply still attached to, putting it into a very pretty organizational bin, it is still recoding and programming my nervous system that it is still safe to declutter. Because I'm not forcing myself to get rid of something I'm not ready to let go of. By doing this, it prevents me from having any type of regression where I let go of something that I'm not ready to let go of, which would then trigger me to start hoarding again to just self-soothe. So that's why it is okay to save these sentimental items. And now this bin has my high school sentimental stuff. And look, this is how old I am when we used to write notes to each other and like fold it all fancy and pass it in class. Oh my gosh. Now in the old box, what's face down is pictures of me and my ex, and I'm going to burn them. We're getting rid of them. That's out of the house. Pepper doesn't want it in this house either. She's saying, be gone. You're out of here. That's the past. It doesn't exist anymore.
Silly girl. I know she my mouse. She my mouse. This was, I think, Tyler's. We had 2 of them. And I remember before we had let go of one of these in a video like a year or 2 ago. And it came back in the house because Tyler was like, please don't throw this out. And of course, I couldn't. I couldn't. When he said, can we please keep it, I decided that I have to keep this. And I just never really made a video, I think, saying that I kept it. But I asked him again, and this time he had said, yes, because it's broken. We have the other one, and let's just get rid of it. So this one's a big one for me to let go of. We have the other one. We're going to let this go. I'm strong enough. It's safe to declutter this. This is that internal work because I can feel my nervous system really kicking up a little bit, right? I'm getting a little anxious, but I'm reassuring myself that it's okay. If I let this go, I'm still safe. Still safe if I let this go. And it's just a continuing kind of like reassurance for your nervous system to just really reinforce that it's okay if we let this go now.
And with that, we're going to start sweeping up the dust and the dirt in this area. And Miss Pepper is very happy and very proud to show you today's tossy pile. We're going to make sure that we're going to recycle everything as best as we can. And there's some sentimental items in here. There's some Dalmatian cards at the bottom. You know that attachment that I have to that. But especially the Lightning McQueen car chair. I do feel good. I do feel strong enough. I am still safe if I let this go. Because now Miss Pepper has a new spot to lay and spread out because we opened up another section in this hoarded basement. We decluttered what felt right in our heart. We reassured ourselves that we're not letting go of anything that we're not ready to let go of. And we're proud of the progress that we're making. And my hope and my prayer is that this video motivates and encourages you to declutter and organize something in your home today too.